I love biographies. I've always loved biographies. Of course, people will not tell you everything about their lives, but they'll give you enough insights, sometimes more than even you expect, so that at the end of it all, you have a very clear picture of the process. The process that had to happen for that person to arrive where they finally arrived. The long and short of what I'm trying to say is that I've learned a lot from biographies. Now, there are two books I'd like to speak about today. Two biographies. One has already been released. Of course, that is Becoming by Michelle Obama, wife of the former President of the United States of America, our own son of Kogelo, Barack Hussein Obama. Folks, I've never gotten over the fact, the dream that actually happened, that a Kenyan sat in the White House. This guy was Kenyan. Is Kenyan rather. He looks Kenyan. Anyway, let me not get carried away. And the other one is an upcoming semi-biography by a man many Kenyans know. A man many Kenyans like to hate. But a man who recently has been the darling of ladies. None other than Dennis Itumbi. But let us start with Michelle Obama, Becoming. Now, because this video will mainly be taken in by Kenyans, let's clear a few things. Let's clear the air concerning a few things. And I believe this is very important, judging by the behavior of our legislators recently, over the gender bill. A vast majority of Kenyan men believe that the best women can be is just flower girls. They strongly believe that when it comes to very crucial, important issues, women should go out of the room with the children. Keep the children quiet, keep the children busy, so that we can discuss and make important decisions. I could not believe my ears recently when I heard a legislator I respect say the following, and I'm paraphrasing, the gender bill is not important. We have other more important issues right now, pressing issues for the nation, like how somebody stole maize, who is not going to be president in 2022, etc., etc. Now I must assume that this man was born by a man. He must have suckled the breasts of a man. He must have been taught how to talk by a man. And he must have been taught manners by a man. And I must assume that this is the kind of Kenyan man who, when walking on the streets, is walking about 100 meters ahead of his wife. Wearing a very nice suit, smelling very nice. Meanwhile, 100 meters behind him are some children wearing shoes that don't have soles. They're actually bare feet, but there's some leather covering the top of their feet so that it looks like they're wearing shoes. And the wife is wearing a dress bought 3 Christmases ago. And the child she's carrying on her back is smelling of urine and maybe something worse. And generally his children are dressed worse than the children in an orphanage. Orphan children in an orphanage. You get my drift. That is not a man to be respected. I'll tell you the kind of man I'd respect. The family is dressed very well, looking very nice, smelling very nice, and meanwhile, he looks like their houseboy, the man of the house. No, I kid you not. Take care of your family first before you look at yourself. Why should you dress better than your wife? Why? Why should you be so well dressed and your children are in tatters? Why? Let me not get carried away. The truth of the matter is that a lot of things cannot happen without your wife. Women have their weaknesses, yes, and many times they can go overboard, yes. But you're called a man. You're supposed to handle all that. And many wives in Kenya are not any better. Visit any busy hair salon and you'll be shocked. Grown-up, mature women are busy ridiculing their husbands, the father of their children. Sijawahi kutana na mtu mjinga kama hako kamtu. Kila saa kakitoka kwa choo, lazima niingie nipaguze makojo. Hakajui kuem. Hata kwa kitanda hakajui kuem. Well, if you're listening to this video and you're one of those women, I have some big breaking news for you. When you insult your husband, you're actually insulting yourself. As a man, when you insult your wife, to make matters worse, you're insulting your wife, to your mpango wa kando, your side dish, whatever you want to call it, you're insulting yourself. The two of you are one. Yeah, and the kids there in front of you always to keep on reminding you that. And the worst thing of all, when you say bad, evil, cursing things against your husband, they work. It affects you. Like when you say he has no money and he will get no money and he will never succeed. There is no way your husband will succeed. It's in the Bible. You have authority over your husband. Therefore, what you say about your husband affects him. And if you're one of those men who like calling your wife stupid, you'll actually make your wife stupid. Your wife will become exactly what you keep on saying about her. You have authority over her. My apologies for getting carried away. Now, of course, without Michelle Obama, Barack Obama would never have happened. The man would never have made it to the White House. Never ever. As he pursued his political career, it was Michelle who worked, and put food on the table. Now, in my view, Michelle is the kind of woman I'd call hyper. Very strong personality. And she doesn't know how to pretend, especially when she's unhappy and disgusted. Now, in her book, she describes in great detail her first visit to Kenya. And I believe her first and last, her only visit to Kenya. She was very angry at Barack, and she says that in her book. For her, it was a horror story. They were using the old beat-up VW of Barack's half-sister, Auma. And it kept on breaking down. And when it broke down, they'd have to come out and push. And her brand new sneakers, more suitable for the United States of America, got very dusty and changed color into the color of the Nairobi dust. Now, of course, at the time of this visit, she was still the fiancée to Barack Obama. They were still not married. And like a good African man, or like a good genuine Kenyan, Barack was bringing his wife home for the family to see. And of course, his dad was not home. His dad had already gone to join his maker. But other family members were there. And they went right up to Kogelo, rural Kogelo. And I believe they went from Nairobi to Kisumu and then on to Kogelo. They traveled from Nairobi to Kisumu by train. Now, if you traveled by train in those days, it's not comfortable. Whatever class you're in, whether it's first class, second, it's not comfortable. It is mostly a long, slow climbing journey. Clearly, if you read between the lines, Michelle did not like Kenya. And it is instructive, she never came back again. Barack always came alone. And I have absolutely nothing against Michelle for not liking the home of her husband. She is not the first girl not to like her husband's home and her husband's people. And neither is she going to be the last. That's just life. Opposite poles attract, and therefore, in a marriage, usually two very different people are brought together in holy matrimony, to create a brand new family. And in my view, that brand new family is the most important thing here. The families where the two individuals have come from are not. And in my view, it is not important for either of the couple to like either of the families. It is not. The most important thing is this new family they have started. Indeed, Almighty God is not going to hold you responsible for your extended family. No way. He'll hold you responsible for your family, the children you bring onto this earth. That family which you create with that man, that is what you're going to be held responsible for. And you're going to be asked questions you'll have to answer for your actions and what you did and what you did not do. Now, there's something else I found super fascinating in Becoming. Michelle Obama hates politics. And she says very clearly in her book that she has absolutely no intention of ever running for office. You know, politics is a very dirty game the world over. And reading through this biography, including reading between the lines, one may be forced to think Kenyan politics is not so bad after all. Michelle does not mince her words. She says the political world has no place for good people. That is very true. Although our situation in Kenya right now is that we need as many good people as possible to go into politics in Kenya so that we're able to clean house. Anyway, I strongly recommend this biography. It'll give you some amazing new insights into how politics works the world over. Now, on to Dennis Itumbi. There are a lot of things I admire about Dennis Itumbi. And also there are a lot of things I hate about Dennis Itumbi. I don't like them. I think that confirms that this guy is human. No human being is perfect. Now, one of the things I like most about Dennis Itumbi is that he is not afraid to speak about his humble beginnings. For instance, the story about what happened when Itumbi bought his first fridge. Now, a fridge should be basic. Helps keep things cool. Helps to keep your vegetables fresh. Saves you time and indeed saves you money, because you can buy things in bulk and you don't have to get worried about them rotting or going bad. But in Kenya, most people don't own a fridge. A fridge is a luxury, up there with things like cars. So the story is told how when Dennis Itumbi bought his first fridge, he had to sleep right next to it. Why? So that he hears or listens to the fridge humming the whole night. That beautiful quiet noise of nimenunua fridge. What? Finally, nimenunua fridge. Now that story gets to me every time. Because it's a typical Kenyan story. A story straight from the pages of the Kenyan dream. And I love the fact that Bwana Itumbi is not ashamed of his beginnings or his past, unlike so many other Kenyans who always want us to believe that they were born with a fridge, or they were born with their car and with whatever else they have. But even more fascinating is the first time President Uhuru Kenyatta, then he was not president, called Dennis Itumbi. The conversation started something like this. Hello, this is Uhuru Kenyatta. And Itumbi responded, and I'm the Queen of England, and disconnected the phone. Now, Bwana Itumbi did one or two things, in the last general elections against me that harmed me. But I don't hold a grudge. I forgave him. The man did many things that will definitely not stand the test of time. Indeed, some of them may come back to haunt him one day. But I have no issues with Bwana Itumbi today. I think he's a quick learner, and I believe he has learned a lot that will make him a better human being. You know, one of my most favorite phrases in this life actually comes from the Bible. Let he who has not sinned throw the first stone. It is very easy to criticize and throw barbs at people, but it is much harder to try and get into the brain of a person and understand the motivation and the reasons why they have done something which you don't like. In my view, the second approach is much more fruitful and productive than the first. And that is why I am really looking forward to this semi-biography. And I'll be very delighted to talk about it some more on this channel and even promote it for Bwana Itumbi. Life is a fascinating classroom and we are all learning all the time. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.